Well, another day, another project. And before we get into today's project, I'd like to just take a minute and thank everybody for subscribing and liking. It's really helped the channel out. It's growing quite a bit. Please share it if you can. You know somebody that might be interested. I appreciate it. Well, today's project is going to be transmission. You can see in previous videos I had pulled it out and I talked to my transmission builder, Anton Morgan. And my problem was when you put the car in gear in forward or you put it in reverse, it just slams into gear hard. And it actually just chirps the tires when you put it in gear. So I talked to Anton about it, and he said he thought he can do something internally in the transmission and loosen it up a little where it won't hit so hard when it goes into gear. So I thought today's project would be a road trip. I asked Anton if it would be okay if I videoed at his shop, and he said it would. He said probably going to take about 2 to 3 hours to tear it apart and do the adjusting on it. So let me get it loaded. I'll get my pickup truck over here, and we'll make a road trip over to Anton's shop. Well, I made it up here to Anton's shop. Let me see if I can get it unloaded, and we'll go inside and talk to him. How you doing, Anton?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I appreciate you letting me video some of this. I'm sure people might have some questions.
Oh, yeah.
And I know I've never seen the inside of one, so it'll be interesting.
It's an interesting project. Watch all the videos all the time. So.
Well, I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
All right.
More people. We need to get more people watching.
I appreciate it. We're going to try to get this scatter shield off, and then I guess we're going to put it up there on the bench before we start working on it. I'll try doing a little bit more filming once we get it up there. Well, while we're waiting to get the scatter shield off of mine, I was going to see if we could walk around the shop a little bit. These here are finished. Some are for customers. Some he's got in stock. This piece here is really nice. Aftermarket case. Here's another aftermarket case right here. He's got some more cases and parts. A whole bunch of housings. Bunch of pumps, tail housings. Here's a bunch of glide cases with the bell housings cut off. So you could put different bell housings on them. See up here, he's got some brand new pumps, a bunch of tail housings, more pump parts, drums. All Powerglides. All right, take the bell housing off. So this is the pump.
Yep, this is the pump. That has a bushed stator tube.
Okay.
There's two types of shafts. There's a high flow, well, there's a lot of types of shafts, but as far as on this end, there's two types. There's bushed and not bushed. If it's bushed, you can run it in any converter. If it's not bushed, it needs to be run in a converter that has a bushing in the converter.
I got you.
Those are referred to as a high flow shaft. And this I made.
I see.
Pump puller.
Pump puller. All right.
Homemade pump puller. Made that many years ago. And
Still working.
still works. Homemade tools.
Well, we got it apart, and we're getting ready to put it together. And what we did was he made a plug. You can see it right here. Drilled a hole in it, and the passageways for the reverse have been opened up, so it shifts faster in reverse. And now what we're trying to do is close the passageways a little bit, because that's what's causing it to shift too hard. So we're going to thread this in here, and that's going to restrict the passageway back down to about half, or a little, maybe a third of what the size it was before. So that's what we're doing now. There was a few things on here that he modified on the transmission, and asked me not to show it, so I didn't want to show too much of it, but I can show this part about the restriction. All right? Okay. We're going to start to reassemble it. As you can see here, we got it back together. Spent most of the day on it. But we got the restrictor in the reverse passageway, a restrictor. So it should restrict the flow and stop it from banging when it goes into reverse. So we'll go home and test it out. I'd like to thank Anton for helping me with it.
Turn a drag transmission into a little more of a street transmission.
Make it a little more streetable, right?
Exactly.
Well, I'll post a link to Anton's information, his number and everything else. And like I said, anybody needing some work done or needing a Powerglide, please give him a call. All right.
Mild to wild.
All right. Well, thanks again. Appreciate everybody watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.